What's up, guys? Edrone here. Don't adjust that TV set. You are actually seeing me. I am back live with Send to Sunday. What's up, everybody? Good to see everybody in the house. My man Smags FPV. What's up? We got Steve O. Drone Shots. What's up? Fly Zone FPV. Good to see you, Michael. Good to see you, brother. We got my man, that guy, Grand, in the house. What's up? We got Ironsmith Industries. Good to see you as well, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. We got Lambo Drive Zambo. We got our special guest, Austinspired. We got I'll Be Drone. Good to see you, brother. What's up, Dan O? We got John Coopy in the house. What's up, John? Good to see you as well. And my man, Wallbanger, hanging out as well. Good to see you guys. We got All Mac FPV. For FPV and in the woods. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So we got an action-packed show for you. Going to be a lot of fun. And without further ado, please welcome our special guest of the night, Austinspired.
Rising, shocked to see. Fury on the move, take the plea. I'm about to raise, so take a knee. It's reality, not make-believe. Making waves, can't stop me now. I'm taking names, then I'll take a bow. Never throw the towel, I own the crowd. I'm coming in and I'm getting loud. Nothing can stand in my way. I look it right in the face. I'm never slowing down, yeah, I'm winning this race. Can't hold me back, can't hold me down. It's time for me to own it now. I'm on a whole new level.
There he is, guys. Austinspired. What's up, brother?
What's up?
How's it going tonight, man?
It's good, man. Just chilling.
We were talking before the show. You've had quite a adventureful Sunday, huh?
Yeah, man. Been at the dirt bike races today, chasing a little bit and running around with this year I've actually started trying to mix a little bit of the normal camera in too, you know, not just FPV shots. And so
nice,
that was
man.
really my first time doing that. So that was different but exciting.
So what camera drone are you using?
No, I mean, not the camera drone. So my buddy Steve was actually with me. He uses a Mavic. I'm not sure which one he has, but he has all of them, but I'm not sure which one he used. But he does that, and then I chase him with with my normal drone. But I don't know if you've been to a motocross race or not. Every race has two motos, and they take your two scores and do like Olympic style scoring. So
nice.
whatever positions add up to the lowest number at the end of the day wins. So instead of just chasing them with my drone, I filmed like one of their motos with my actual camera. Like
a DSLR.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So what are you using to do that?
I actually have an oldie but goodie. I have let me see where it is. It's around here somewhere. It's a Samsung NX500.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's old. But my dad gave it to me, and I don't know. I had a Rebel. Like, I tried to mess with it a little bit, and I broke it. I dropped it, like, after I had it for 2 weeks. So I've been using the old Samsung, but it gets the job done.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Cool to see, like, you're going to add in some regular, ground photography as well as the aerial photography and kind of mix it up, man. I think that's awesome. More dynamic for sure.
Yeah, and like this winter, I'm going to focus on getting my 107. So today, my buddy Steve was with me. Basically, he was coming there anyways, but I was going to chase, and like I wasn't going to charge any money, even though people are always asking me for money. But he's got his 107. So where I work with him, he's my pilot in command. So it was made it all fall together pretty well. But I was just going to get out there and do that and try to impress people. So next year when I came back with my 107, I could do my thing. But
yeah,
it ended up.
I've done some of the drift car chasing, and it's a lot of fun. The motocross is still on my bucket list. Still one of the things I definitely want to conquer. That's for sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, I bet it is. I made a special banner, man, here just for you. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. So if you guys saw the intro, some amazing flying that Austin has done. Some really tight gaps he's been smashing. Awesome, awesome. And one of the questions I like to ask all my special guests right off the bat, and a lot of people may or may not know this answer just from watching your videos, but when you're flying FPV on the sticks, are you a pincher, thumber, or a hybrid flyer?
Believe it or not, I literally whenever last time I was supposed to do the show, which I want to apologize to everybody else that's here too. That was on me. I've already apologized to Eric, but
yeah,
I apologize.
And it's water under the bridge. It was just a friendly mistake, and we have totally gotten past it. But I appreciate your apology, and I'm sure everybody does as well. Everybody was excited to see, and they're going to be just excited tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. How long ago was that? A month ago?
I want to say it was probably, I want to say like 3 weeks. Yeah.
So I've switched from being a thumber to a pincher in that time.
Wow. Really?
So I can do every trick I want to do now. And lately the focus for me has just, I want that like Phoenix FPV or Vanover, like smoother than hyper smooth, unstabilized footage. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't get that with my thumbs. Like I had this weird little wiggle, and especially when my adrenaline got going, it got even worse. So just last week, I still have my Zorro, but I bought a Boxer, and I've been doing the pinching thing. And so the last video I posted is me pinching, but that's the only pinching video I have on my YouTube, but I'm going to stick with it. I love it.
That's amazing, man. Like, wow. Like normally, when you switch from flying either pincher to thumber or thumber to pincher, you basically like have to learn how to fly like all over again. So the fact that you've already been able to pick that up and you've got it down in a couple weeks, man, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah. Well, so I actually tried it. I didn't really try it. I put some taller stick ends probably a year ago on my radio and flew like a minute worth of a pack and was like, I can't do this, and switched back. But after that, before I got the Boxer, I had a Mambo that was already here. So I went from the Zorro back to it and played the Sim for like 2 days and used more of a hybrid pinch. So the way I taught myself to do it wasn't trying to teach myself how to do the tricks pinching. I was teaching myself to think my pointer finger was not there, like to only think with my thumb. So even though I'm pinching, I don't even think about my finger, if that makes sense. That's interesting. The way that you've tackled that, and the way that you kind of are looking into flying. I've always been like a video gamer, so I've always like just had the thumbs, have always felt more comfortable when I'm flying, when I'm on any kind of controller. Thumbs have always felt more natural to me. So when I tried pinching, it was a really big difference. It was a really different feel that it just didn't never feel right. And it probably could have felt right if I kept going at it, but I just went right back to my thumbs because that's where it felt at home. But you got to do with what works for you. And if this has made an improvement in your flying, then that's a plus, man. That's a benefit of making the change. Yep. I still feel like you do at heart. Like today, chasing those dirt bikes, I used my Zorro and was thumbing because so I can do all my tricks and stuff fine. Where it's an issue is when I get in trouble. Like if I almost hit something, my brain's like, when I'm pinching. But if I'm thumbing, I just react. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So with that being the case, I was like, I'm using hyper smooth or all that stabilization and stuff. So I was like, do I really need to pinch here, or do I want to be safe and know that if I almost hit somebody or something like that? And it ended up happening. It wasn't a person. I almost hit a power line, and I whoop, out of the way real quick. And I feel like if I was pinching, I probably would have went down. But
right. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear that you actually have been flying both. So that's crazy, man. That's like almost like you're ambidextrous when you're flying, man.
I'm thinking about trying to do that, like what I really call the hybrid, where people use their thumb on their throttle and pinch on the right stick. I think
Uh-huh.
that might be what I need to do, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, give it a try, see how it feels. What's up,
Yeah.
Double A? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. We got my man 8-Bit FPV, member in the house. What's up?
What's up, fellas?
We also have Portia in the house. Good to see you as well, Portia. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so definitely all kinds of different ways that you can fly with FPV. And what I want to actually talk about now, because you are such an amazing pilot on the sticks, how did all this get started for you? How did your journey begin with FPV?
So, a few years back, I had, well, like a lot of years back, actually, I had a couple 3D helis, and I kind of, had like some 250s I played with in the yard at first. And I ended up getting a 450, and I destroyed it. I'm also in recovery.
Oh man,
I
that's I'm glad to hear that, man. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah, I know YouTube doesn't like when you go into that kind of thing, but I
No,
used
no,
for
no,
a
no,
long
no. You
time.
that's something that's worth that is something that I would, if you are wanting to share that, absolutely, my friend, share that, shout it from the rooftops, because that's a great thing. That is a
Yeah,
great thing. And it takes a lot of courage and confidence for you to come out here and talk about that. So I really do appreciate that, man. Good for you.
thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time. So, 2018 is when I got clean. But I used for 12 years, like everything. It was opiates mainly at first, because I was well, when I was like 16, 17 years old, myself and a lot of other people kind of thought that I was good enough at racing motocross to make a career out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went homeschooled because I was racing and missing school so much. I actually got hurt once and was going to miss school so much that I would have gotten in trouble for truancy. And we had already been debating homeschooling me anyways, because obviously, if one injury was going to put me in trouble for truancy, I'd already missed a lot of school just to go race. But um, so we did all that, and I was chasing that as a career for a long, long time. And unfortunately, that ended in a lot of injuries. And I was one of the less fortunate that had some very serious, like traumatic ones. Like
Oof.
I had one and I tore my spleen and
Oof.
compressed some disc in my back. And then I had another one, the most recent bad one. I've had some smaller ones since then, but I broke, you can see that scar. There's another one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Oop.
Oh
And I broke
wow.
both my arms and legs in multiple places at the same time. And
Oof.
I punctured a lung, or broke a rib, which punctured a lung. This was all in one crash. And I also broke my femur and my tailbone in one as a kid. That was pretty gnarly. But this
Wow.
last one, I was older, and you don't bounce back, like obviously, like you do whenever you're young. And it also was beyond the point of me making anything out of it, I guess you would say. So that one kind of put me out. Like I don't know, but amongst that whole time, I'm getting hurt. Doctors telling me you can ride again in 8 weeks, and we would be in like a points championship. And if I didn't ride in 4 or 5 weeks, then I was going to be out of points. And I would do stuff like my parents were giving me my medicine, and I would cheek it. And I was so young, to be honest with you, I had no clue what I was doing to myself. And that's the truth.
Right.
But I knew when I took these pills, my shoulder didn't hurt or my knee didn't hurt or whatever it was, and that I could ride my dirt bike for a minute. And that was all I cared about. And every moment that I spent hurt and off of that dirt bike, I felt like my purpose was slipping away. So it became a vicious cycle, and then I would get hurt, and the doctor's like, "You're not even supposed to be on your bike yet, and for your arm, and now you broke your ankle." Like, and
Wow.
so it just snowballed pretty bad, and it's not just that. I think I was realizing that I wasn't going to be a pro dirt bike racer in the midst of that at the same time. So there was kind of like some depression attached to it a little bit. And I also had been super good kid. Didn't go to parties and didn't drink and would like get mad at my buddies for smoking cigarettes and shit like that because I was so focused on racing. And I guess where I just decided I was done and was also taking a lot of pain medicine at the time and had not done any of that stuff like the other kids did my whole life, that I went like, I dove off the deep end into the partying. And like, I was already extremely fond of an opiate high, and I'd never even smoked weed or drank a beer or anything like that because the doctors were giving it to me when I was 11 years old, 12 years old. So, and but the reason I say that is I quit racing for 12 years, right? And then I went to rehab and told you all I've been clean
Yeah.
for a while now. And when I got out, unfortunately, the friend I'm talking about has fallen back off himself now. He's still alive, but he's back out there, you know, and
Yeah.
that
Sorry. I'm
sucks.
sorry to hear that as well. And we hope that he does, come back and hopefully, he gets the help that's needed like you did. And, I'm sure you're going to be an open door whenever he's ready to come
Yeah.
back and take that
Well,
step. You'll be right there with him.
so what this dude did for me, and I think it's really kind of what saved me, apart from I had a little girl. Like, I had tried to get clean before and stuff, but when it was only me that was hurting because of it, or that was how I saw it until I had a little girl, like, but then it changed things. Like, I went to rehab once when I had my little girl, and here I am. But so but this last time I went, every time I got out, I was kind of lost. Like, the people I was friends with when I was before like I just said, it's been a problem since I was like 11, 12 years old. So like, what do you do? Call your buddies up from sixth grade and say, you guys want to hang out? So basically everybody in my adult life were junkies, more or less. And I would get out and be lonely. Like, I've been to prison too. So I would get out of prison or I would get out of jail, rehab, and really want to do better, like have the stuff out of my system. But not having a car at the time, I couldn't go get a job to occupy myself, I felt like. And like I said, I didn't have any buddies. So it would just be a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and I would end up calling somebody I shouldn't be around, thinking I'm just going to go hang out with them while they're doing what they're doing just to get out of the house. And, that never worked. But this last time, my buddy I was talking about is in there with me, and we raced dirt bikes as kids together. But the weird thing about it is we never talked as kids, but we were in enough races like locally against each other that I definitely knew who he was, and he 100% knew who I was. So I've been at rehab like 6 days, and then he walks in, and it's kind of like we're both like, what the fuck? Like,
Right?
but we end up, becoming like, that's who I was tight with in there. And
Yeah.
everybody in there tells these big crazy stories. Like, you can't believe them. Like, so, but I knew his was true, the dirt bike part. But he's also telling me, and I haven't seen him in 20 years, and he's also telling me I'm getting like a $30,000 settlement while I'm here. And I have a new 450, a dirt bike, which, the race bike we ride. He's like, I have a new KX 450, or a fairly new one, at the house. But as soon as I get out, I'll have my check. I'm going to go buy a brand new one, and you can ride the one I have, the one I already have, until you can figure it out. And of course, I'm like, okay, sounds good, bro. We're in rehab. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
But how do you say no to that?
Yeah, like, how many crazy stories I've heard like that. Like, one dude was like, I'm gonna start a car lot and I'm just gonna hire you as a salesman. You just run it. And like I'm pretty sure he was, I don't know. But anyways, I get out, and sure enough, dude got that money, went and bought a brand new dirt bike, and is like, "You trying to go ride this weekend or what?" So I got out on like Thursday, and by the fall, not that Sunday after that, but the next Sunday after that, we were at a track riding, and I hadn't rode in 11 years.
Wow.
And so we got back into that, and I like I told you, I've been hurt a lot, and a lot of my, I can walk around and work and fully function as far as that goes, but a lot as far as being an athlete, a lot of my limbs and joints just don't do what they used to. Like I don't know if you can see that big ball. That's a carpal tunnel ball.
Mm. Now, how old are you now, Austin?
I'm 32.
Oh, wow. 32. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
40, so I
got
definitely
you.
I definitely can feel the age definitely has quite the effect on the old body there. You definitely
Yeah,
don't get around as easy or as smoothly as when you're in your 20s, right?
yeah. But so we start going racing, and then I run into my old sponsor, which is a shop that's local to me. I was sponsored through them by Kawasaki, and I run into them, and they know my story and stuff like that. They know that I was in jail. They know what happened and how it happened because they were there. Like I used to get off the school bus at this shop sometimes with my buddy, or we'd get dropped off there. Like I was there at least 3 days a week, and I run into him at a few races, and like I don't have a job yet, by the way. Like, I had a Family Dollar that was across the street from my girlfriend at the time, um, which is my wife now, but my girlfriend at the time's apartment, and I'm walking over there because neither one of us had a car. And I'm walking over there, and they told me they were going to give me a job, gave me a start date and everything. And then I told them what my charges were. I didn't say burglary. I said I kicked the door in somewhere. And it was a weird story. It was like my baby mama and me fighting. It wasn't even really a burglary, but legal technicalities it was, And but anyways, they ended up telling me they were going to hire me, bailed out on me, didn't hire me. So I'm
That's a
helping this
shame.
dude that used to sponsor me, like load and unload bikes and trailers at the races, and he's actually helping me get my bike to the races because I ended up buying that bike off dude that let me borrow it, and I keep begging him basically. I'm like, dude, give me a job, man. Like, you know me, you know what I look like when I'm strung out, you know what I look like when I'm doing good. You've been around me enough. Like, you think I'm coming to win in these races and shooting dope or whatever, like whatever, like I'm good. So he's like, all right, and he's like, I'll hire you, but let me go talk to the guys at the shop. And I've worked in car dealerships with my dad a lot, and like I said, I grew up in motorcycle dealerships. So he comes back and he's like, yeah, I need you to do this Kawasaki training. And he keeps making things up and like telling me things. And I'm like, is this dude going to give me a job? And I ended up finding out later that he was trying to talk the GM and his wife into it. Like they were telling him, hell no. And he had already told me, yeah. So what he was really doing was like buying time, trying to talk them into it. And
Ah,
yeah. But long story short, I'm the sales manager at that shop now, and I run the race team, and it worked out. I guess it's been 4 years there, and
yeah.
but I wasn't as good at racing as I used to be. I was still doing good, but I was riding like lower level classes, and just as much as I thought, like, okay, if I start winning this class, I'll just be happy to be back doing it and to be in the conversation, like of winning and competing. And then I won the class I was in, and I just didn't get anything out of it because of the level I used to do it at. Even though it was extremely hard physically, like mentally, it didn't please me. So I kept racing and then traveling, and I really like the traveling part. So at first I was like, and being at the races, and I've got kids that'll be racing in a year or two, something like that. He's already riding and racing the little e-bikes and stuff. But I was like, maybe I could do like the video thing, you know, and go to these races. And I'm still going to race just for fun, but I'll really in between run around with the camera, filming the real fast guys that are there. And I was at a race in Pennsylvania, and I was out on the track filming, and something whizzed over my head. And like I said, I used to fly the 3D helis a little bit. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell was that? And the thing that got me is I was like, where is dude, though? Like, I had no clue FPV existed. Like, I just was like, where the hell is this guy? Like, and I end up watching the drone, and it goes back to the dude. And he's way away. And I'm like, and I wanted to go find this dude and ask him what this was and like talk to him about it and try to figure it out. And obviously he was so far away, he was gone by the time I got anywhere over there. And we're at a pro national, so there's like, I think when my woman was looking at the stats, there was like 80,000 fans there or something like that. So
Oh,
good luck
wow.
finding that dude, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah.
then a few months later, Christmas comes around, and I've had a few of those little like toy drones you play with in the house or whatever. And my mom got me one of those. I should have shared you this clip because I have a clip of me flying it under a skateboard in my living room. And I'm so stoked, bro. Like super stoked. But I get on
Right.
YouTube and I type in drone tricks. So Phantom comes up. That's the first thing that comes up. And I'm like, that's what I
Sick.
need to make my dirt bike channel better than everybody else's. Well, needless to say, I got a drone and it's like, hell with dirt bikes. Like, forget that. I'm not doing that anymore. I want to go. I didn't even want to chase dirt bikes. I was like, I want to go to the bando. Like,
Wow,
and
man. What an amazing story, Austin. That was a lot to take in, guys. So that was a lot to process. That was an
yeah, it
amazing
was.
story. I highly suggest if you're just hopping in, rewind the stream and listen to the story from the beginning. But man, I got to say, first of all, man, bravo and kudos to you for overcoming some of the hardest, challenges that someone can be dealt in their life, dealing with the pain from your injuries, dealing with the opioid addiction and overcoming that and coming out from that, making mistakes, but learning from those mistakes and making yourself better. Man, these are huge accomplishments, man. And I got to tell you, if you have accomplished all of this so far in your life, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish, my friend. Nothing. If you put your mind to it. I believe that with every soul of my being. So yeah, and anybody who's struggling out there with any of these types of scenarios as well, this man right here, this is your inspiration. This is your inspiration to say you can recover from this. You can battle your way back out. FPV is such an amazing hobby for someone like yourself, Austin, because it's a hobby where you can get that similar adrenaline that you were getting from the motocross without putting yourself in harm's way.
Yeah.
You're now taking the abuse out on your drone, not your body.
Exactly.
And that's way more easy to overcome, right?
Yeah.
Fixing a quad is nowhere near the fixing bones broken in your body. So
exactly.
man, that is amazing that you found this hobby, Austin, and we are so fortunate to have you in our hobby to be able to share your amazing story. And also, I want to say also that with the opioid addiction, I have heard of countless stories in the drone community of people who have overcome drug addiction from the use of FPV. The dopamine that we get when we put our goggles on, when we send our quad that we have spent money on and to put, countless hours on the bench on. When we're sending that drone into these high risk scenarios, the dopamine is it's real. It's a real time rush. And that dopamine, it has a lot of similar characteristics, of being excited, being the adrenaline rush. And that has saved so many people from addiction, man. That's so awesome.
I agree, man. And not only that, but so even motocross, when I was back racing, it gave me the feeling of having a purpose again. But the shop did my bike maintenance. Really, the only thing, and I don't have time to ride during the week. So Sunday was the only day I could ride. And I have kids too. I have 4 kids actually. But
oh, wow. All right.
I have a newborn, and then I have
congratulations,
4, 5,
man. That's awesome.
Yeah. But it keeps me busy all week. FPV does. Like, I can do it every day in some form or another. And the way I fly a lot, and I run a lot of gear, and I film a lot of videos. So if I don't have time to fly, or it's winter, or it's dark, or whatever, I've always got something to do on the bench, or something I can edit, or you can play the simulator, or even if there is a minute where I have downtime now, I'm glad because of it, because I do invest so much time in other things. And then, like, in the winter, like, I chase the dirt bikes too. So it's not it's I wake up every day, and the reason I've progressed so fast, and there might not even be a point to being the best FPV freestyle pilot in the world, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like being the best NFL player in the world. Honestly, you could be the best pilot in the world and only have 500 subs, and it doesn't mean anything. But I love it so much, and I have this drive in me. One, that as a kid wanted to be a professional athlete, and I woke up every day with this hunger, and like, if I was sitting still, I felt like time was being wasted, that I could be doing something. And then I got into addiction, which obviously that previous experience with motocross fed into my addiction and made me go that much more about it too. But now this thing, FPV, I can always put time into it. When I wake up wanting more, there's something I can do always. So basically, it's like it gives me a purpose. And
yeah,
some people might not understand that. And I might not be rich if I become the best freestyle pilot in the world, but I'm going to be, because I want to be. And
yeah,
I say that arrogantly because you were making a point earlier about brain power, basically, and kind of the stuff I've overcome and people overcoming things.
Yeah.
And I fly with a couple people, and they're like, how do you do that? Or it's not fair. And I'm like, man, you can fly a drone as good as I can. I was like, if we set a tire up right here and we tried to speed through it 100 times, I would hit it just as many times as you would, or go through. It might be a little bit different, but it's not even a skill set. It's a mindset. And when I go to do something, I know I'm going to do it. And sometimes, if I crash it, sometimes it'll catch me off guard, because if I don't go into it with that mindset, and I go into it thinking I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make it. You're never going to do something you don't think you're going to do. So you almost have to be arrogant on the inside. And
amazing. There's so many life lessons that I've learned from FPV as well. And I you were saying something earlier about how, you could be one of the best FPV pilots in the world, but only have 500 subs. And I think this shows all of us and yourself that you're in this for you, man. You're in this for you. You are pushing to be the greatest for you, so that you have that accomplishment, so that you can be proud of what you've endured and what you've come out ahead. And I think that's fantastic, man. I want to see you keep it up and keep stepping that bar up, because, dude, you are an amazing FPV pilot. And anybody who would doubt that, they just haven't seen your content. So
Yeah.
before you guys go, make sure you check down in the video description. I've got the link to Austin's YouTube channel down there. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you see what he's got going on his channel, because you guys are not going to want to miss out. Hey, welcome in, Bob Casey. Good to see you as well. We had a couple people hop in. I just wanted to say hi to you real quick. I saw, let's see, I was back here. We saw, 8-Bit gifted. He had a member for 3 months. Congratulations. He also gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that, brother. Really do appreciate all the love in the house tonight. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And, wow. Yeah. Thank you guys all for sharing your stories as well, because there's been some stories in the chat as well that people have been sharing, that similar things they've been going through, and they're either overcoming or they're in the process of overcoming. Hey, welcome in, Robert Rosser. Good to see you as well.
That's another thing. If anybody, if he said that I was an example, but also if there's ever anybody that has a problem with that, I don't even care if I hate somebody, but they need to go to rehab or they're having a problem like that, I will help anybody I can with that. And I've got resources on that everywhere.
Yeah.
And
that's fantastic, man. I think you're making a huge difference, not only in the FPV community, Austin, but in your own community where you are. People are going to look at you and they are going to see that light. They're going to see that you shine through, and they're going to want to be able to have that same confidence that they can pull through just like you did. So you, my friend, are going to be inspiration for many. So I've got to ask you, man, this is probably one of the most important questions I've ever probably asked a special guest in my life, in my career on the edrone. But I got to ask you, man, who inspires you?
Oh, there we go.
Got a little bit of lag. Yeah. Are you there? Okay, we got through it. Did you hear my question okay?
Yeah, or no, I didn't hear the question. I heard you talking about being an inspiration and helping in my community, and that was the last thing I heard.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you a very important question, and that question is, who inspires you?
So, there's a few different people, and I like, part of me getting sober is to be weird and deep and look into stuff farther than I did before in my life. And I look at different people for different things. And like, some of it's like how people fly, but some of it's like people's drive. Like I could watch a dude fail at something 500 times in a row, and if he goes back a 501st time and he fails again anyways, I'm going to find more inspiration in that than I am in a dude that's doing everything perfect. And but with FPV, I really like Vanovers flying. I like aux plumes, however you say that properly, and it's not even about tricks. It's more just precision and how perfect, and no little corrections or ticks and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's really it. And then there's some big people that were also in a situation like myself, and like some of the other guys here have said, people that were addicts that have done big things with their life and turned around, and pretty much anybody that's ever overcome any adversity.
Absolutely, man.
And,
yeah, this hobby has done a lot for me as well. I have been one that has struggled throughout the years with some mental health, depression, stuff like that. I have a good way of hiding it and not really showing it. But this hobby has really helped with that. And hobbies in general, just being able to have a community of people that I can count on and rely on, it's so important. some of the people that I know through YouTube that I have met over the years in this hobby have been some of the best friends that I've ever had. And
Yeah, same.
I take all those relationships. I don't take those relationships for granted. And I do believe that everybody is put in our path for a reason. And it's crazy that I can look back and say that some of these people that I'm still friends with today have been there for years. They've been there. They're still continuing to be here for me. And that's really important for me. It's really important to have good friendships, people I can rely on. Cause I don't do very good at being a loner at all.
Me either.
I'm not good at being alone. And it's hard for me to say that, but it's really tough. Being alone is a really, really tough spot to be.
I'm exactly the same way.
Surrounding myself with like-minded individuals who are passionate about this hobby, and it could be multiple hobbies. Now I've branched out into multiple hobbies now. I've got into RC drifting, and that's been a awesome journey as well. I'm just at the beginning of, but it's a lot of fun. And it's so much similar to FPV. It's crazy, man. I could have a whole show just explaining how they're so similar in hobbies. But
I've been looking into a few other RC things, debating doing something like that too.
Yeah, there's just so many similarities between FPV and RC drifting. It's basically like the two niche hobbies of like the big RC hobbies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing. The community that is behind, these hobbies has really helped. Man, we got a whole bunch of people stopping in. Good to see you off axis. Sergio, what's up? We got Rude Dog FPV. Yes, he does, man. Austin is a phenomenal pilot and quite an inspiration as well. And the courage that, it's not easy for a lot of people to talk about, their journey with recovery. And it takes a lot of courage to stand up and talk about that. And I'm really fortunate and thankful that you've done that on the show. And I just hope that helps somebody out there. I know it will. It's gonna touch somebody and reach somebody and let them know that they're not alone in this, and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to work for it and know what you want and make your mind up. Hey, what's up, Johnny DRC? Good to see you as well. 107 Drones, what's up? We got Glenn Edwards. Good to see you, Glenn. Real quick, guys. The show is, wow, I can't believe it's already 50 minutes. Let's go ahead and get into the first giveaway of the night. I want to do something a little bit special here for our United States viewers. And if you are not in the U.S., don't be upset. I'm going to do an international giveaway towards the later half of the stream. All right, so just hang in there. Hey, what's up, Carbon Cage FPV? Good to see you as well. Hey, Carbon Cage, man, he is an amazing pilot as well. How old are you now, Carbon? I want to say he's like 8, 9.
You might be 10 now, maybe. He's somewhere right in there.
Yeah, amazing pilot. Just so young, so much talent he's got on the sticks already. Can't wait to see what.
I want to say he was 8 when I competed against him in bot battles.
That's cool. That's cool.
I felt bad. Like I was like, dang.
Yeah. So what we're going to go ahead and give away now, up for grabs, is going to be 2 custom edrone slaps right here. These are Kevlar straps with metal buckles, high quality, and they are ready for a full send. Believe me, these straps are ready for anything you got to throw at them. They are I believe they're 220 millimeters. So they're perfect for most all 4S packs and most 6S packs. Some of the larger 6S packs they you may have a little bit of issue, but they really do cover a wide variety of lipos. So let's go ahead and do the first giveaway for these right here. 2 straps we're gonna do, and let me get the hashtag ready. So you guys can get ready to put that in.
Cage, so you were 6 whenever we were in bot battles? How do you know how to fly FPV when you're 6?
I know,
Sorry.
right? Isn't that
What?
amazing? Wow, so amazing. All right, guys, hashtag is coming up. If you guys in the US would be interested to win 2 edrone custom lipo straps, well, you're gonna have to put in the hashtag, man. Hashtag Austin rules. Put it down in the comments. He started at 3 years old. Wow.
That's insane, Cage.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Yeah, and I would greatly appreciate it, guys, if you could smash that like button and make sure you go down in the video description and make sure you give a subscribe to Austin, please.
Thank you.
Such an amazing pilot, awesome content, and such an inspiration. You say your name is Inspired, but really I feel like you should be like Austin Inspiration, because you inspire so many of us out here, Austin, and you are a true example of what bravery looks like, man.
That actually came from rehab, that name, Austinspired, because
oh, that's awesome.
I was doing something that nobody else was doing there, like and it was kind of part of me being like half manic, like detoxing when I first got there. But I was doing these things, like these ideas that I had. It was basically kind of like some journaling stuff, but
yeah,
like 2 other people were doing it, and then this guy that worked there was like, "So Austin inspired you?" And they were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You got Austin inspired," and he was
that's
just
awesome.
being funny. And then like a couple of them called me that for a little bit, and then I never thought about it again. But I was trying to come up with something for my YouTube, and I was like, what is a name that's inspiring? So as soon as I said that, that popped in my mind, and I was like, there it is.
That's perfect, man. Perfect name, and man, what a ton of meaning behind that as well. Yep, don't forget the exclamation point, guys. Type it in just like you see it. Go ahead and type it in. If you didn't get it the first time, that's okay. Type it in again. And I want to see everybody in the U.S. typing this in so you get a chance to win. All right. Yeah. And I want to talk when we get done the giveaway. I want to also get into talking about the gear, man, the gear that you're flying, because we know the gear you're flying has got to be pretty reliable for the punishment that you've probably been given those quads from all the tries and stuff you've been doing. I saw you got a determination that really you need with FPV, because it's so easy to get discouraged and want to quit, after trying something 2, 3, 4, or 5 times.
Oh yeah, man.
But to keep at it, over and over and over and over, that persistence, that has to be a big part of your advancement in the hobby. I do believe that.
Yeah, like when I was doing the switching to pinching thing, like you can go to my shorts, and I think the 3rd or 4th one back is called How to Break an Action 2. And
yeah,
it was like the first couple days I was pinching. Like I told you, I'm not good at getting out of trouble, but I'm I guess you would say I fly aggressively. I don't have just cruising around in me. Like if my motors are spinning, I'm trying the hardest thing I can find there. Like that's just what I want to do. That's how I have fun.
Yeah.
But, so when I started pinching, I was like, okay, roll. All right, power loop. Like, all right, let's go do something. like
nice.
And I broke, 2 days in a row, I broke an 03 and an Action 2. Then I went back the next day and I broke an 03 and an Action 2 on the same gap. Well, then I go fly the next day and crash one quad. It lands in like a pile of sand. And somehow I flipped it around trying to turtle mode on this pile of sand, and some of the sand slid down on, like, covered a motor. And I tried to take off, smoked an ESC, Grab my other
Wow.
quad, armed, it does like the death roll. It's ESC smoke. So like I was pretty distraught.
Yeah, I've definitely had days like that, man. And those are the days that are they're hard to come back from, but that's when you know it's time to kind of walk away for a little bit, let yourself cool back down, get a level head, and then say,
Yeah.
okay, damage report. Let's see how we can bounce back from this. Let me call this insurance company and that insurance company and
Yeah.
send this camera in there. And I'm sure you probably use the insurance for the action too. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh
Now, are you
yeah.
going right through DJI or are you doing like the Amazon Assurion?
I do straight through DJI.
Okay. Yep.
I and there's not a Best Buy close to me either, but
I gotcha.
I
Well, let me go
Amazon
ahead
just
and pull for a winner real quick, guys. Good luck, everybody. We got 14 entries. Good luck. Hey, Steve-O! Man, Steve-O, you got some luck, man. You have definitely got luck on your side. Congratulations, Steve-O. You know what you got to do to claim your lipo straps. Send me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com with your shipping information, and I will get those shipped out to you this week. Yo, welcome in, iFix Shay. What's up, Dan? Good to see you, brother. We also got Jabo FPV in the house. What's up? Kevin Jameson as well. Good to see you. And make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think that was it for who came in. Awesome, man. Let me go back
that's
to the
awesome.
banner here. And we're going to do some community standouts. And why we do community standouts, guys, make sure you go down the video description and check out Austinspired's channel, okay? As well as my Discord server that's free to join, okay? And if you post your videos over in the Discord server in the Send It Sunday live stream section, then we'll show a future video of yours on a future live stream. All right. So while I pull this up, Austin, let's talk about the gear that you have come to find to be the most reliable for you. What is the gear that works for you for your FPV builds?
So my favorite frame right now is the Vanny Style Pro. There's like I'm not sponsored by Vanny, but it's like a weird like I've got some frames and we're talking about maybe doing that in the future, but that really doesn't have anything to do with it. I flew the Vanny V1 through my whole like Vista stage, and it was amazing. I literally bought two on release, which was last year at West Coast Throwdown, and I stopped flying them 3 months ago, and I had broke one arm and one top plate flying the way I do, and that it was like 9 months or something like that. And I really like the Vanny. I do have an Apex too. To be honest with you, it was kind of like I had an Apex Evo here already that I came across in a deal somehow. And then I switched to O3s and was putting some new stuff on with my O3 and was like, I might as well put it in this new frame that's meant for an O3. And I've always liked the Apex. It's super tough. I tend to make my Apex like my beater. Like I'll put crappy motors and ESC on it. And
Okay.
if I get a crazy idea, I do it with the Apex first, you know? And
Yep.
but mainly the Vanny style is my go-to. Then I fly T-motor pretty much everything besides my flight controller. I fly ultras when I can get them, which lately it's been pretty plentiful with the ultras. So
Nice,
but
man.
yeah, that's about it. I actually fly the cheap T-motor motors and ESCs. I've
Wow.
done a lot of braking stuff, and I've figured out they all break the same pretty
Yeah.
much. and there's no point. It just hurts your heart more when you buy the expensive one when it breaks. So
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more on that. I fly cheaper motors as well, the Emax Eco 2s.
yep.
And when I kill one of those, I don't even really bat that much of an eye because they're like $14 a piece.
Yep.
Hey, I fix shit. Man, keeping the lights on.
This is
Thank you so much, brother. I greatly do appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the support. I greatly do appreciate that, man. Helping to keep the lights on in here. And yeah, your contributions, man, you know, they go right back into the channel, and they go back out into the community for giveaways, for future giveaways, and challenges as well. Yes, we have some challenges that we've started up. The one chase challenge is it just got the deadline just got over for that one. So we will be going over the submissions for that next Sunday. So you're not going to want to miss out that. And yeah, I really do appreciate all the love in the house. Really do appreciate that. All right, community standouts. Austin and I are going to watch your guys' videos. And first up is my man Wallbanger. Yes, that's right.
okay.
My man Wallbanger is up, and we're going to go ahead and watch this flight here. Loving the trees this time of year, man. The fall is, I think, one of the coolest times to fly FPV with good tree spots.
Yeah, for sure.
Really like how he's like slinging the quad. You can kind of see he's like slinging from one area to the next with the tricks. Really like that. Nice fast flying too.
Yeah.
Really awesome location, man. Schools really like schools and office parks really are some of the coolest locations to fly for FPV, man.
I love the orange too. Like I love I hate fall, to be honest with you. Other than that, there's a lot of pretty FPV footage.
I'm the same because like it's like a bittersweet, right? Like you love the colors, you love that it's not, you know, 100 and some degrees out, but then you're kind of bummed out because you know the winter's coming, you know the colder weather's on the way. Totally get that. Hey, what's up, Flexo? Good to see you, brother.
Okay, we're back. I lost you for a second.
You back? Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully the stream's okay. I think you got a little bit choppy, but it looks like it's coming back. Yeah, I really like this location and really smooth flying as well. Yeah, I love the left and right roll there. Nice incorporation there. A little bit of backwards flying as well. Oh yeah, I like that trick where he goes back through the gap.
That was sick. Yeah.
Really like juicy style flying as well. Wallbanger's got a really good juicy style. I don't know about you, but I always get drawn to like light posts. Oh, it comes out with a nice cinematic transition. Okay, all right, I see you. Awesome, man. Well, my friend Wallbanger is actually in the live chat now, so make sure you check him out. Show him some love. Greatly would appreciate it. He said that spot is right across the street from your house. Man, well, that's an amazing fly spot that you got there, right close. That's awesome. So you fly the cheaper T-motor motors, and they've been reliable for you. And you said how about for the stacks? You said were you flying the cheaper stacks, or you go a little bit more premium for your stacks?
I fly the Ultra, and like a couple of my quads right now have the 20 by 20 hobby wing, which I was actually very skeptical of because it's only 40 amp. But it's been working pretty good. And then on Like this quad's kind of a beater that I keep around. Don't ask why it has a Vista. Oh, it has a Vista with an 03 camera in it. It's in between the middle of a process right now, but it's got the is it the Velox 45 amp ESC? I think.
Okay, yeah, the Velox, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got it with the 30x30 Ultra on there. And then other than this quad, it's about to be back on a Vista. Other than that, I'm all 03 now. So
okay, there you go.
I fell out of the sky at that race today because of the 03.
Really?
Yeah, yep. They use a Wi-Fi scoring system, so they put a transponder on every bike on the track, and it goes by basically a router that's putting off a signal, and that's how they keep track of who's in what spot. And I went between the thing and the guy with the bike, and where I lined up like directly between them, it just fell straight out of the sky.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
my man, Spider Sugar up now.
I love Spider Sugar's videos.
Man, Spider Sugar, he is very entertaining. He's got really good vlog game, and man, an amazing pilot as well. He really does have some really nice, smooth flying with some really nice tricks.
He's good at camera stuff too. Like his footage is always on point.
Yeah, love the smooth rolls right there, and getting in nice and low and tight. It's a really nice location as well. Got some nice pillars, nice fly spot here.
I can't even tell, is this a bando or not?
This could be an abandoned office park spot, or it might just be like something that's only open during the week and maybe hit it on the weekend kind of thing.
Because it looks like it hasn't been mowed and like stuff, Like
it does. It's like some section, like some parts of it look better than others.
The building's so nice, you'd think if it was open, it would be
better kept. Yeah, landscape wise. Yeah, agreed. But nonetheless, man, what an awesome spot. Plenty and tons to fly. And really getting in there, man. I love how he goes from one trick to the next. Really smooth transitions. Hey, what's up, Maddie? Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Maddie? Good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, I really like this location. Awesome flying as well. I love the spots where you can have both indoor and outdoor, areas to fly through and get through.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Love it. Nice big old power loop there. And then it comes down with a roll. Rolls for days. And then the rewind roll. Nice. Excellent, man. And what's really interesting is like, I don't know if this is his first time flying the spot, but it's always interesting for me to know, like, how many times has this pilot actually flown this location? Like, is this the first time they've flown this location, or have they flown this before?
Yeah, and I do too.
Yeah, because that can make a huge difference. Like, in the wow factor, it's like, man, is this? Oh no, he's got smoke. He's got smoke.
Yeah, lately if I travel,
he's got smoke. He's got smoke. Oh boy, everything caught fire. Well, hopefully the quad's okay.
Hey, we have the same shirt on, I think. Me and him in this video.
Oh, really?
I think so. It looked like it.
Well, Spider Sugar FPV, I'll get the link shared over here. Go ahead and smash that like button as well. Make sure you check him out. Spider Sugar FPV shares a lot over on my Discord, so I greatly appreciate you sharing that, brother. And here is the link to his video. Make sure you watch the full video. Make sure you listen to the audio and all that, because he does a really awesome vlog game as well. So you make sure you check out. He'll tell you the whole story. But yeah, I always thought that, that's amazing when you have a pilot who's never been to a location and they go there the first time and they just kill it, and you're just like, wow, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, like I've started like lately, I've decided to be kind of quality over quantity. So where we've got the new baby, instead of like going to the park or the mill or these spots I fly all the time 3 days a week, I'd rather go every other Sunday to some new bando that's 3 hours away. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
saving up my free time instead of using it sporadically. And I've started, like you're saying, you never fly a spot as good the first time as you do the second time. And I think I credit that to you watching footage back and being like, why didn't I do that? So me and my buddy Caden have started, like, we'll go eat and watch our footage and just sit there for a minute. And it kind of gives you, like, it's almost like you go back the second time the first day.
Right. And like I actually am putting out a video tomorrow of a spot that I just went to one time, and I've flown, I believe it was 3 packs there. And by the third pack, you could definitely tell I was way more comfortable. I was able to, fly through the area a little bit faster, a little bit more confident. But my first 2 packs, you can definitely tell that I'm more kind of like scoping out the area and seeing what it feels like in the goggles and kind of seeing, how stuff transitions when you go from one area to the next. Because, it's kind of a little bit disorienting when you don't know the area and you're there for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
This is my man Ohmed Out with some awesome cinematic flying here. Love the colors, man. Love the colors. Wow.
I don't know if it was Ohm or Ohmed Out. They both watch my channel some. I think it might have just been Ohm FPV. If you're on here, let me know in the comments. But one of them won a radio on my channel like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, sick. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. It was the iFlight Commando 8, the ELRS one.
Oh yeah, that's a great radio. That's fantastic.
I won it on what's his face? Drone Camps. He had that FPV freestyle fighter.
Oh yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
And I won that, and I got a whoop and that radio. So I didn't want to sell it. I'm weird about selling prizes. Like, I feel like that's weird. Like, I don't know. I just don't do that really. But
yeah, I think that giving back to the community, if it's something that you don't, you don't see yourself needing or needing to have, giving it back to the community, man, that's awesome, man. That's full circle, and
yep.
That's you not being greedy and you wanting to give back for something that you think someone else might be able to, have more use for.
Yeah.
I love the cinematic flying. This is something that I would love to be able to do more of. I just need to get to a location like this, but man, I've always wanted to kind of explore and like dive down at like a really steep mountain cliff,
Yeah, me too.
and just kind of get that rush of like being in that area where if it goes down, like it's going to be bad, like it's pretty much gone.
Dude, why is that? Like, I'll do the craziest thing at a bando ever that if I mess up, it's absolute death. Like I know I'm breaking at least $300 worth of stuff, but I'm not scared of that. As long as there's a pile of parts laying there, I'm okay. But
Yes,
if it's like a long range flight, I'm like scared to death. Like, just
because like
out.
I have lost like whole entire rigs. And that is the biggest sting to you as a pilot, is to lose your entire setup. Not only have you lost your quad, you've lost the footage, you've lost the camera, like you've lost it all. Bro. Like basically the only thing you have from that flight is the remembrance of your experience in the goggles, and that's it.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, a sad time. That's all you get.
Yeah, I'm the same. I would much rather like break all my stuff in one day, but have my stuff, because you can always repair, you can always fix, you can always replace, but when you lose it, it's gone. Like you have to just replace everything, completely out of pocket.
That's why
Like
I
it's
hate
just
breaking my
different.
camera too, because it's the only thing I can't fix. Like,
Yeah, that is rough. That is my man Oomed Out.
that was
Go ahead and
beautiful.
smash that like button, and I'm going to share the link in just 1 second here. Thank you so much for sharing that over on the Discord server. And if you guys would like to have your content featured on a future live stream, make sure you check down the video description. My Discord server is completely free to join. We'd love to have you come over. It's also an excellent source for people wanting to help you if you have some issues or problems. Always a great group of individuals over there looking to help people. We do the submissions for the live streams. Just a really awesome server. So we'd like to have you come and join that. And while you're down in the video description, make sure you check out Austinspired's channel. Link is down in the video description. He would really appreciate your subscription as well.
Yes,
An
sir.
amazing FPV pilot, and if you like to go on crazy adrenaline rides by riding alongside this man here while he's doing his crazy flying, you're definitely going to want to check that out and not miss that out. So
Thank you. Been trying to do
Yeah.
some vlogging stuff lately too, a little bit. Like,
yeah, that's awesome, man. Hey, welcome in. Place it here as well. Good to see you.
Flexo.
All right. Well,
So Flexo's talking about losing one over here in the comments. I lost two in one day, and YouTube took my video down. It's the only video they've ever taken down. I had a Juice World song on it that was unreleased from before he died, so I think that might be why. Like, I don't know, but I lost one, and like Flexo's saying here, in the very top of this barn thing. And at the time, it was my first ultra quad ever, and I didn't have another one. So I was like, I got to get that thing down. So I tried to get it, and they were both up there.
wow. Yeah, that is a hard pill to swallow. I know exactly how the pain of that. Hey, what's up, Mark? Good to see you as well.
I got 'em back
guys,
8
I'd like to
days
go
later.
ahead and switch it over to the international giveaway for my international viewers. If you guys are interested in winning a $25 Fly High FPV virtual gift card, where you can get the brightest LEDs in the biz, make sure you check out flyhighfpv.com. Go ahead and get ready, my international viewers, for the hashtag coming up here in just a moment. All right. Let me get the giveaway tool pulled up here. This is going to be for international viewers, and you already know what the hashtag is going to say, probably. My family just got home, so hello, family. Glad they got home safe and sound.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just present this real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go. One more thing. Okay. Here's the hashtag, guys. Put it down. If you're international, you must live outside of the U.S. for this particular giveaway. Okay, but don't get upset, because I plan on doing one more giveaway for my United States viewers here in a little bit.
Got to get around that shipping somehow.
Yes, exactly. This is the easiest way that I can continue to show support to my international viewers and not have to deal with the nightmares of shipping.
Yeah.
Because Fly High FPV ships internationally, which is awesome. So now is your chance, guys. If you are outside of the U.S., go ahead and type in hashtag get lit. All right. I see Mark's got it in. Carbon Cage was in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but he could be eligible for this as well. He lives outside the U.S. There he is. Oh, Wallbanger, do you live outside the U.S.? I didn't know. I didn't know he lived outside the U.S. Maybe learn something new every night. All right, all right. Get your entries in. If you are outside the U.S., you must live outside of the U.S. This is an international giveaway for this one. Oh, no worries. If you, that's okay. If you get picked, man, we'll just redraw. No worries. All right. I saw Mark and Carbon. Anybody else? Anybody else? I don't think I saw anybody else. I don't think I saw Windjumby in here tonight. I know Windjumby's international as well.
Yeah, that's my dude. I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Nah, man, it's all good, brother. It's all good. No worries. All right. Well, Portia, are you outside the U.S.? Okay, so we have another entry in. Portia. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and draw for the international giveaway here. Good luck, everybody. And what is going on with my sounds over here? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Who's it going to be? Hey, I won. All right, we're going to do a redraw. I can't win my own giveaway now. Hey, Mark White. Congratulations, brother. Mark White, you have won the international giveaway, man. So just send me a fresh email at emarvel09@gmail.com, and I will make sure I get that sent out to you this week, brother. Congratulations, man. Yeah, Marcel, I think he left. Yep. No worries.
Yeah, I haven't seen
We were
him in
happy
a
you
while.
stopped by. All right, back to the show. Let me go back over here and change the banner around. And let's go ahead and open it up for Q&A for Austin, myself, and the chat. And then we're going to do another giveaway for my U.S. viewers a little bit later, just a little bit later. So hang in there. We want to see you come hang out, show that support. Greatly would appreciate it. All right. Yeah, awesome, Mark. Appreciate you, brother, and all your support. Thanks for hanging out tonight. All right, man. Well, there was a question in here, I believe, a little while back. I think Double A asked it. Let me see if I can find it. I do remember somebody did have a question. Oh, Fly Zone wanted you to hit him up. He left you a couple messages, so just
Okay.
Yep, just let you know about that. And then I know it's in here. I know I saw a question earlier. If I can find it. But while I'm searching for that, I wanted to ask you what can we expect from Austin here in the future? What are your future goals? Some of your admirations for your channel, for YouTube and stuff?
Just really to keep growing, man, and you know, I don't think I'm to the point yet where I would say that I'm like changing FPV, but eventually I would like to get to where I'm one of those guys that does things that you've never seen a drone do before, that like just helps progress the sport entirely. And you know, I think sometimes I see a lot of these bigger influences in the community doing things for their channel or for their brand or the company that they're with or whatever. But I don't see, basically my dream would be to have like an FPV X Games, like a real big competition that had some big payouts maybe. And
Yeah. Kind of
I
like
think if
DRL, but like for freestyle,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And
Yeah. That's awesome,
I
man.
think if I could grow to where these companies love me that much, you know, that's honestly like the long-term goal. But I've been thinking of some different things. There's definitely going to be some some of the chasing over the next few months because that's kind of what I do in the winter. They had today's outdoors, but it was actually the first round of the indoor series. Even though that doesn't make sense, the rest of them are in an arena, and they're kind of wanting to put me on not only for me to be filming for my channel, and I make them a little edit too, but they're wanting me to be involved on like the media team as far as being part of the actual live show that's going on in the arena. So
nice, man.
yeah,
Well, the good thing is if you film something indoors,
they can't do anything.
You are now indoors, so you are no longer in the FAA airspace.
Yep.
So indoor filming has become very popular.
Yep. And I also think at the outdoor races, anybody that can get around with the drone fairly well is capable of chasing the bikes. Maybe not well, but I'm not too scared about too many people taking on the arena cross with, in this tight arena, and there's flags hanging from the roof, and then there's finish line signs and starting line signs and dirt bikes flying in the air. And it's something that, like I said, I don't see too many people, I don't see it being too hard to keep that job or that gig.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, especially if there's not a lot of pilots in your area, that it just makes you more qualified.
Yep.
And when they need someone to do that type of a shot, you're going to be their guy. Absolutely. Double A wants to know do you feel like you have made friends in the community?
For sure. So I was actually going to say this earlier and I forgot, but
no, you're good. I should have popped it up earlier, but I kept rolling.
Nappy FPV is my best friend, and I probably only hung out with him in person 5 or 6 times, but he's the closest one to me, and he's really chill. And I'm really weird about being like the guy that's just online asking random people for help, So me and him started talking because I actually found out he was close, and I found an abandoned building in Cincinnati. It's kind of became famous as like the Cincy Bando now, but I found it, and I don't live there. A lot of people get that mixed up and think that I'm from Ohio and from Cincinnati, but I'm actually basically in Lexington, Kentucky, which is about an hour and 20 minutes. I guess it'd be south of Cincinnati. And but anyway, so Nappy kind of helped me along through me learning how to work on quads and this and that and the other, and we just really clicked. He kind of has a similar background to what I have, and we just really clicked. And I would bet you my next 3 months salary that you couldn't go through our phones and find a day since I started talking to him that one of us didn't at least send the other one a link or something. Like, we talk every single day, and we talk about deep stuff like in each other's lives that nobody local to me or that I know in real life I would ever be willing to talk to. And I take advice from him that I truly believe that the man means 100% what would be the best outcome for me in my life. And I have very few people like that. And, I wouldn't know who he was at all if it wasn't for drones. And
yeah, that's amazing, man. And, Nappy FPV has been a big supporter of my channel as well, man. Can't say enough good things about Nappy. He's always trying to send people over to the Discord and always showing support. So I greatly do appreciate Nappy as well. Make sure you check him out. I have not had the chance to meet Nappy yet in person, but I'm hoping that for one of these meetups, our paths will cross as well. The same for you, Austin. I hope one day, man, we get to cross paths at an event sometime, and we can hang out and fly some packs together and just have good times, man.
Yep. We'll make it.
Hey, what's up, Johnny Drone Flyer? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. And place to hear what's going on. Good to see you, brother. That's awesome, man. And look, even if you only were to find one friend in this community, 100% worth it. 100% worth it to find that one good friend that can be there for you whenever you need them. You can talk to them anytime you need to and have that relationship, that bond, you know, over these awesome, fun, crazy flying robots. That's awesome. Any other questions, guys? Please put them down in the live chat here for Austin, myself. One thing I wanted to ask you as well is, I know you had talked earlier about the Action 2. So is that the main camera that you like for all of your FPV freestyle?
For freestyle, yeah.
Same.
I obviously run the 03 for backup, kind of, you know, but I've just, like, when you pick your Action 2 up and it's broken, you're surprised. You know what I mean? Every crash I have,
completely agree.
Yeah, and like when every crash I had with the GoPro walking over there, I was like, it's broken. I know it's broken. And also the functionality after you break it, like an Action 2 is the easiest camera to use while it's broken. I actually broke a screen earlier when I fell out of the sky when I was telling you about at the race. And I really wasn't meaning to use my Action 2, but I had already had issues with the video on my Apex, and sorry, Zong just sent me an email. He got me distracted.
Oh no, you're good. Props always good, right?
Yeah. He was asking about a video or something, but
oh, nice.
So I usually run the Hero 10. I bought the Mini 11 and was really hopeful, and I was one of the guys that got 2 in a row that just sucked and didn't work at all. So I gave up.
Yeah, Dave had the same issue, man. Fly High, he could not get a good experience with the 11 minis, and because of that, are you still there? You kind of froze up a little bit. Okay, there you're back. Okay, you're back. So, yeah, Dave had a similar situation with the Mini 11. So I decided from listening to Dave's feedback and now listening to your feedback on it, I only use my Mini 11s for straight chasing. That's it. Like only I use it for like cinematic type flying or chasing drift cars. I don't use my Mini 11s for any of my FPV freestyle. Anything I'm going to be crashing, I throw Action 2 on there because I know the Action 2 can take a beating and keep on going. And that's just the way I have my setups now. Yo, what's up, brother? Sepher in the house. What's up, homie? Now we were talking about friends earlier, man. This is my good friend, man, who we met through FPV. And just like you were talking about Nappy, man, this is my go-to. Like we're talking like every day. He actually got me into the RC drifting hobby as well. So that just opened up a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
A big can of worms. But it's fun. It is fun.
Nappy's trying to get me on the racing right now. So he's trying to do the same thing to me. He's been whoop racing.
Oh yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun. Whoop racing. Yeah, and I do have content coming up on the channel as well, guys. I did get a hold of a Radio Master Pocket. That's ELRS. So I'm going to be adding ELRS to my toolbox as far as FPV goes. And I got one of the Hummingbird little V3s, I think, little brushless whoop. So I'm going to be hooking that all up and checking that out in a future video.
That's
new. And right? I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about something new, something fresh.
That's newbie drone, right? It's a newbie drone. Yeah, it'll be good.
It was like I think it was like under $100 for this whoop. I think it was like $80 some. I was like, what? Like it's analog, but I don't care. Like I got HD0 goggles. I've got the analog module. Like I'm good.
I've flown. I haven't owned one. I may change if I got used to it, but I do a lot of whoop flying too, and
Nice.
I I flew a HD0 whoop once, and I actually prefer the analog whoop.
Hmm.
Just whoops are so weight sensitive, you know,
Yeah, they
and
really are.
it still flies great, but like I said, I only flew a pack with the buddies, and I think he had like 22,000 kV motors on there, and I actually fly 32,000 on my whoops. So
Yeah.
I get like a minute and a half, maybe, of flight time, but it flies like a little 5 inch though when it is flying. It's awesome. But
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind
the
of you kind of have to trade when it comes to whoops, when it comes to, do you want this thing to have, a lot of performance but less flight time, or do you want to have more flight time and less performance kind of thing? There's always like that trade-off when it
yeah,
comes to the whoops. So I'm the same way. I would rather have a little bit less flight time but more performance
yeah.
out of my whoops. So I can agree with that.
It's not even like the speed, it's like how they catch themselves and how they
Mm-hmm.
hang in a turn. Like when you've got I like the 0702s too, the really small light motor. And
Yeah,
that's another thing that'll really increase how your whoop flies. Cause even though it's just a little bit, those motors are out there with a lot of leverage. So when you get them a little lighter, it moves a lot better.
absolutely, man. And guys, make sure you check out Fly Zone FPV. He's going to be going live, if not already, tonight. So make sure you actually know. You know what? He's on Central Time, so it might be a little bit later. But make sure you check out Fly Zone FPV. He's going to be going live tonight. Make sure you check him out. Well, let's go ahead and do the last giveaway of the night. And this is going to be for the U.S. viewers. We already did our international giveaway, and we did a previous U.S. giveaway. And I would like to go ahead and give away 2 more of the custom Kevlar edrone straps here. These are really high quality straps, metal buckles, all one piece as well. And these are made and ready for a full send. They're good for all 4S packs and most 6S packs.
Can you
So if
buy
you
those anywhere?
guys in the US would be interested in entering in for a chance to win 2 of these straps, you're going to get ready to type in the hashtag here in just a second. I'll pop it up for you. Oh, you're going to like this one, Austin. You are going to like this hashtag. I know it.
All right.
All right, guys. Here it comes. The hashtag. Give me 1 second here. And boom. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I guess it would help if I put the actual hashtag in, huh? There we go.
I like it.
Hashtag Austin Inspires. That's how you enter in to win. You type it down in the live chat now if you're in the US. Hashtag Austin Inspires. If you are in the US, go ahead and type that down in the live chat. And you may just be the lucky winner and win some custom Kevlar edrone straps.
Cage is asking, what if he pays the shipping?
Yeah, I'll get with you after the show, brother, and we will make that happen. I have to see how much it's going to cost and all that first, and then I'll get a quote, and then I will definitely get back to you on that for sure, brother.
What if we want to buy some of these straps? Are they anywhere?
Oh, yes. Yes, the straps are for sale as well. They should be down in the video description, I'm pretty sure. But if they're not in this live stream, which they should be, but if they're not, you can go to any one of my YouTube videos, and in the video description, you'll see the strap link. Click on the link, and they're $5 per strap, and it's $5 for every 4 straps shipped. So if you buy 4 straps, it's $5 per strap, so it'd be $5, $10, $15, $20. and then it would be just an additional $5 for the shipping of the 4 straps. So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So it'd be $25 shipped in the US. So if you wanted to have, let's say you wanted to get 8 straps, then it would be the $5 per strap, and then it would be $10 for shipping. See what I'm saying? So for every 4 straps, it's $5 for shipping anywhere in the US.
I'm gonna get a few.
Yeah, man, I greatly appreciate that. And all of the money that comes in from the straps, I put right back into the channel for giveaways and for our monthly challenges as well. We're giving away a brand new lipo charger. I believe it is a Hoda. A Hoda from Fly High FPV.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice charger. I have a Hoda as well. It's got the 4 separate channels, so you can charge 4 lipos at once.
So you don't have to risk your life.
Yeah, I quit doing the parallel charging. I just was not having really great results. My lipos weren't lasting as long.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
It's just not the safe way to go.
Yeah, I never blew up or anything like that. One of my buddies did, but it was more to me. My batteries were just not lasting very long.
Yeah, same. I noticed a big difference in my flight times when I changed over from doing parallel charging to now I charge each individual pack separately, and I get way better flight time, more consistent. Definitely, man.
Me too. I just have I have 2 of those little ISDTs, the little chargers, and then I have I actually have a big it's a Spectrum Smart Charger. I think it was a bunch of money, but my little girl got airlifted and was in the hospital for like a week. She had RSV.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it just happened that I had my quads in the car with me when it ended up happening. So I flew all my batteries one day after everything got a little better, and then I was just kind of out, and we didn't have much money on us, and I went to this hobby shop up there. I wish I knew what it was called, because I would really like to give them a shout out right now, but I don't remember what it was called. But it's actually like a truck. They didn't do anything with FPV. It was just trucks and stuff like that.
Hobby Town, maybe?
No, this is like a one-off.
Like a local shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, but one of the dudes
That's a really good idea,
there,
Mark. I can definitely ask Dave about that. I just don't want to create any kind of competition with his straps, because he's got straps as well. So, but yeah, I would love to have my straps on Fly High's website for sure. Go ahead, Austin. Sorry about that.
So one of the dudes that worked there did fly though, and I ended up going there, and it was the guy that flies and the owner, and I told him what was going on, and I was like, man, my little girl's in the hospital over here, and I'm just stressed out right now. And do you all have any kind of charger that will charge like an XT60 lipo? And the dude that flies was like, are you flying drones? And I was like, yeah. I was like, but I'm from like a couple hours away. My little girl's in this children's hospital over here, and I have everything but my charger. And they were like, we got this, man, and this little adapter that'll work with it. And I was like, how much is it? And they were like, $190 for all of it. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, but I was like, let me see what I can do. I might holler at you all. And I was almost to the door, walking out the door, and they were like, hey, come here. And I was like, what's up? And they were like, just take it, man.
What?
Yeah. And I was like,
wow, that's awesome.
And then I came back a few days later. I got my check while I was in the hospital, and I bought a bunch of random stuff just to, try to
show some support back, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, that's awesome that they were willing to do that. They knew you were going through a tough time, and they were trying to cheer you up a little bit, and That's awesome. It's a win-win for them, because then, you came back, you showed them the support back, and a great story as well, and you'll be telling others about, the word of mouth goes a long way with those shops.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and draw the winner. We got 13 entries. Good luck, everybody. Let me go ahead and draw. Hey, Carbon Cage. Oh, sorry, brother. This was for a U.S. only for the straps. But like I said, I'll get with you after the stream, and we'll get the shipping figured out, and we'll get some shipped over to you. I'll see how much that'll cost and all that. So we'll go ahead and draw again. Good luck, everybody. Heiser FPV, congratulations, man. You are the winner of the last two edrone straps of the show. So thank you so much. And all you have to do, Heiser, is send me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com with your shipping information, and I will get those two straps shipped out to you this week. Heck yeah, man. That's what's up. Yeah, and you'll love those straps, man. They are great quality, high quality. I was very happy with the quality on those. Kevlar stitched, Kevlar material for the strap, and the metal buckle that is all one piece. You know how some of the metal buckles have like a little split in them?
Yep.
These are all one piece, no split. So they are really durable, really, really good quality, and they will hold up to a lot of abuse. Ready for a full send. Hey, what's up, Michael Blade FPV? Welcome in.
Have you ever seen the sync mode frame?
What's it called?
The sync mode. It's a Superfly frame. It's like
I have not seen that.
So, do you know who Sync is? I think he's from. I think they're in like BC or somewhere crazy, some other country. But
okay.
So it comes with
Sync
blue
mode.
carbon in the middle, and they do this blue and pink paint job on it. And I replicated it, and I've needed blue straps, so that worked out perfect.
That's perfect then. Yeah. Definitely, man. I would be honored to have some of my straps on the quad you send, man. Heck yeah.
Hold on.
You could be my bash tester as well. You can vouch for my straps, because I know if anybody's going to put my straps through the ringer, you'll definitely do a good job at that.
Yeah, I got you. I actually am the first person last week I broke a wrecked strap, which is I don't know if you're familiar with Wrecked. It's the shop me and Nappy fly for, but
yeah,
they make a good strap too, and we've all been flying them for like 6 or 7 months, and I was the first one to break one yesterday or a few days ago. So,
oh wow. Well, that's impressive, man. If you're able to have lipo strap last you 6 or 7 months with the kind of flying that you're doing, that's pretty impressive. So I'm hoping that mine will be able to do the same, and I'm pretty sure they will. That Kevlar is some really strong stuff.
Yeah, they look like it.
Yeah, they're really durable
too. So that puts a strap through even more of a test when you fly a toilet tank.
Absolutely, it does. Heck yeah, man. Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, no problem, brother. I will definitely get with you after the show, and we'll get all that figured out, and I'll let you know how much, and I'll definitely get those shipped over to you. All right, brother. Be happy to get them shipped over to you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, same. I'm the same way. Double A. I hope to be able to meet him in person as well and rip some packs.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to say once again, thank you so much for sharing your story here with us, man. You truly is inspiring. Where you have been and where you have come. Any special shout outs you'd like to give while you're here?
Man, really, Wrecked and HQ Prop are my main sponsors. Ovonic helps me a little bit. I wouldn't really call it a sponsor. They just send me a few lipos every few months. And, Vanny and Wrecked kind of work together. They've kind of been helping me a little bit. And, but really, honestly, I think even more than them, the people that just watch my channel, like especially the people that are there every time, like, random comments mean a lot still too, but whenever you've got somebody that comments on every one of your videos, it just like, I know for a while I felt weird talking to the camera because I felt like I don't have enough people watching this. And like, it almost made me feel like I should talk to the camera like an item, not like I was talking to like a crowd. But those people that come back for every video give you somebody to talk to that is listening. So I like, I think those people are, if Vanover or Zong or whoever gave me props or a frame or whatever, and nobody was watching my videos, I would feel then like I didn't deserve it anyways, So it's just, and it doesn't, people don't understand when you've been through a lot, and it's not just me. I know there's a lot of pilots that have been through a lot. FPV, even though I'm very transparent and I don't act like a different person, it's a world you can almost come in and out of. So it's like an alter ego. And sometimes my world is shit at home or at work or whatever. And I feel like everything's falling apart. And then I get online and I get some comments from whoever, and it's just like, it's an escape, which is exactly what it's designed to be. So yeah, I like to thank those people more than anybody, and my woman and my kids for putting up with my shenanigans.
Absolutely. Shout out to the wives, fiancés,
Yeah.
soon to be wives, and our awesome kids that show us all that love and support, man. And that means so much to me as well, when my family shows me support on here and they believe in what what I'm doing, and they like to see what I'm sharing and creating, and then you guys just sweeten the cake that much more when you're supportive and you got that love and support. It just goes so far. You guys have no idea what we go through on a day-to-day basis, with our work and our family and our personal lives, and how much of a difference, you guys actually make for us just by watching our content and giving us the feedback. It's really important, and we don't take it for granted. That's for sure, man. Definitely do appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Or even you, like asking me to be on here. Like, to me, I'm starting to get familiar with it and used to it, but like it still kind of seems like why would anybody want to watch me on the internet, like.
Oh man, you're awesome, man. You have such a great story too. And I would definitely tell you to share that story to as many people as you possibly can, Austin, because your story can help so many that are going through struggles and have been in the same situation, man. So definitely keep sharing your story, keep sharing your passion of FPV. And yeah, I can't wait to see how much more awesome inspiration you create out here, man. Really do appreciate you, Austin.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time tonight. I was awesome to have you on the show as well.
I appreciate it. I'm glad we can make it up. I'm glad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was determined that we were going to definitely make this up because I definitely wanted to have you on and shout you out because you're an amazing pilot. And now hearing your story, man, you have one heck of an amazing story, and you are truly an inspiration, man. You're very brave. You have a lot of courage. And it's not easy. It's not easy to get up here and talk about those kinds of things, but man, you did it so well and you executed it perfectly tonight. And you really are going to make a huge difference in so many people's lives.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Oh, there's one more. I see Fly Zone. I forgot to shout out Quad Mafia. Those
Yeah.
guys, I'm not as active as I should be in there, and it's not because I don't want to be. It's just because of life, Like I'm just not as active. Like messaging me, I'm not the quickest to respond, and I'm not on my phone all the time. But those guys, I see how proud they are for me to be on their team, and it's a good feeling, and they've definitely got
Oh,
my back.
yeah. Anybody would be lucky to have you on their team, Austin. Yeah, Fly Zone Drone. Check them out, guys. They're going to be going live tonight, fairly soon. So when you wrap up here, you can definitely go check them out as well.
Is it the Trippy Spin Fly Zone, or is that tomorrow?
Yeah, put it down in the comments there. Quad Mafia for life. That's awesome, man. Yeah, greatly do appreciate you guys. And Austin, make sure you check out Austin's channel as well if you haven't already, down in the video description, guys. Make sure you check him out. Give him a sub. He's got awesome content, truly inspirational, and he does a lot of tutorials as well to kind of teach you how to do some of these incredible maneuvers that he does and how he pushes through some of these really awesome, challenging scenarios with his drone. He said tonight, guys, tonight is the Trippy Spin Challenge.
I ain't gonna lie, if you all saw me on my phone a minute ago, that's what I was doing. I was sharing a link to Fly Zone's Discord because I'm always almost late for that.
No worries, man. Well, we will not take any more of your time tonight, but thank you so much for coming in, Austin. And you are definitely part of the edrone community now more than ever. And we're happy to have you in my Discord as well. Please feel free to share anything you'd like over in the Send It Sunday section. And we look forward to just having you around, man.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely be around more. I watch you a lot on my TV. There's a few channels that don't know I'm there, I feel like, because I'm laying in bed watching on my TV. But
yeah,
I watch you quite a bit more.
That's awesome, man. That means a lot. Yeah. I watch you as well. Like I said, I gotta do better with the comments. So sometimes I'll watch a video and I will have to actually remind myself, make sure you leave a comment, because you get so wrapped up in the content and then it gets over and you forget to leave that comment, especially if you watch it on TV.
Yep. I do the same thing.
Absolutely, man. Well, I greatly do appreciate you, brother, and thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, and you have a good night as well, brother.
You too. Later.
All right. Night, Austin. All right, guys, give him a hand. Austinspired. What an amazing story, guys. If you're just now coming on, I definitely encourage you and implore you, please make sure you watch the stream back over. The re-upload should be out later tonight, tomorrow. Make sure you listen to the whole entire story. Austin shared a really, really inspiring story of his life and his journey with FPV. And I hope that you guys will definitely do the same and check out his channel and show him some support as well. And if you're new here for the first time, welcome, man. I'm so glad to have you come over and check out my channel as well. I do weekly uploads. Each and every week, you're going to see a new upload on the channel, as well as live streams. So make sure you subscribe, click that bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content and live streams. And make sure you check out my second channel, guys. If you didn't know, I actually started a whole completely new YouTube channel called eDrift, and it's my journey into the crazy niche hobby of RC drifting, 10th scale RC drift cars. You can see behind me, there's one back here on the bench that I've been starting out with. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you check out eDrift. Would greatly like to have you as a subscriber over there as well. And we will be back next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the monthly challenge results. We're going to do the live voting. Next Sunday, we're going to have all you guys in the community vote for the winner of the One Chase Challenge live. And then we'll figure out who the winner is going to be. And that person is going to get blessed with a brand new Hoda D6 Pro, I think, charger from flyhighfpv.com. So really awesome giveaway. Can't wait to do that as well. And we're going to have co-host no other than my brother Fly Zone Drone FPV is going to be helping me out next week, as well as Sergio as well. They're going to be helping help co-host the show next week. So make sure you're subscribed, click the bell, and all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I really do greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Edrone out.
Rising, shock to see. Jury on the move, take the plea. I'm about to raise, so take a knee. It's reality, not make believe. Making waves, can't stop me now. I'm taking names, then I'll take a bow. Never throw the towel, I own the crowd. I'm coming in and I'm getting loud. Nothing can stand in my way. I look it right in the face. I'm never slowing down. Yeah, I'm winning this race. Can't hold me back, can't hold me down.